Hi, blessings. So good to be with you, Devaya and Anna and Emma. Welcome, welcome. I'll be letting folks in but we're going to begin because it's 9 o'clock, and thank you for being on time. As usual, we'll start with our Dharma talk, and then we'll go into our meditation. Let me see. Yeah, so today, hey Sarah, hey Marlene. Hi. So today we are, the topic of our talk today and our meditation is taking your royal seat. And this is really about how to reclaim your personal power and transform insecurity. So taking your royal seat. And I just invite all of us in this moment to, just to sense, take your royal seat. Joan Halifax Roshi talks about having a strong back and a soft front. So you can think right now in your body of okay, strong back, sensing your spine, soft front, softening the heart. And it's really the interplay between these qualities that we're going to be exploring today. Because without this claiming of our worthiness, our life feels lifeless, spineless, invisible, right? And we can all relate to life feeling that way sometimes, to feeling that way sometimes ourselves. When we just sense just this not mattering. And that can lead to, apathy and depression and a sense of what's it all mean? Why am I here? What's the point? And those are all signs that we are disconnected from our royal seat, from our personal power. And I'm going to talk about what personal power is, what we mean by that. We're going to talk about blocks to it. And then we'll talk about the cultivation. How can we cultivate our royal seat? How can we cultivate a true confidence and uprightness? How can we cultivate that strong back? So I want to share this with you as we begin. You've heard that saying, right? Many are called, few are chosen. So there's a little take on that. Many are called, few choose the calling. Most of us wait until we feel totally ready. We hesitate, so we don't leave the toxic relationship. We don't talk with people about our dreams or the business we are building. We show up as an observer to classes and work meetings. We check out, we fantasize, we frighten ourselves, we anticipate threat. We don't consistently meditate or move our bodies. We let ideas about how it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to feel like get in the way of taking messy, imperfect action. Perfectionism is cowardice described as untapped greatness. It's about looking good. It's about avoiding judgment. Perfectionism isn't about doing your best. It's about not doing anything at all. When we are caught in it, we aren't getting how important we are. We are forgetting that we were born for a life that matters. That sense deep inside that we were born to leave an impact is not interested in getting it right and needs to make lots of mistakes. It's interested in us summoning the courage to de-thaw our vision, to feel the fear and do it anyway, to sit, whether we're a hot mess or a Zen master, to open our mouth even if we're afraid what we'll say won't be heard, to get on the mat, the treadmill or trail, regardless of enthusiasm. I have been afraid every day of my life, and I haven't let it stop me from doing a single thing I ever wanted to do, Georgia O'Keeffe said. May you wake up courage today. May you trust your inner strength. So just taking a breath with that and noticing what landed for you. And then just taking a moment to let me know in the chat, if you have an intention. What drew you to this Dharma talk and meditation today on taking your royal seat? Taking your royal seat. Hey, Erin, welcome. Yeah, good. Thanks, Marlene, to remember who I am. Beautiful. I'll wait for a couple more. Marilyn, my intentions for today: expressive, relaxed, present. Yes, perfect. Good. Welcome, Billy. So good to see you here. All right. Intention, getting intimate with fear and being okay with the discomfort of this royal seat. Yes, that's important. Good. Yeah, so much of our practice is cultivating, even if we're not aware of it, there is this cultivation of our inner imperturbability or our inner strength. And so let's unpack that a little bit more. When we say like taking your royal seat, what does that mean? What is that exactly? I'll share it with you. This is what we mean. It's a kind of mental toughness that we can bring to every situation. So there's this there's no circumstance or condition necessary for this quality within us to be manifested and expressed. The ability to take decisive and deliberate action towards a desired goal or down an optimal path that helps you accomplish that goal. It's about living life intentionally with purpose and optimism. I just laugh when I say optimism, because so much of it's like glass half full, glass half empty. We if you're like me and you're sort of a chronic pessimist, it's useful to know that we can always incline the mind towards a brighter view, should we choose it, and should we all acknowledge like, oh, this is kind of the way that my habit pattern is, and then we can work on changing it because it feels better when we're not always looking at what could go wrong and we're actually looking at, well, what could go right. Renegotiating our relationship to being direct, confident, and clear. I said that fast, but you can check it out for yourself. What's your relationship to being direct, confident, and clear, right? And as you listen to these things, like, always we do it with a heart of caring and compassion, because none of us are like 100% on any of this stuff. We're all just babies learning together. So wherever you are, just know that you're right on track. You can never leave the path, and there's room for improvement always. Self-assertion and healthy striving for love, satisfaction, and meaning. Primary goal. The primary goal is like just the mastery of the self, is this true sovereignty, this taking the royal seat. That's the goal, to be upright no matter circumstances or conditions. And then the last piece is owning your magnificence, owning your radiance, being comfortable in your own skin, and, standing for what you believe and expressing your thoughts and your opinions. So these are all aspects of claiming our royal seat. It's pointing towards this inner strength that all of us have access to when we tap into this strong back, soft front. So it's not about like being pushy or forceful at all. It's about being really, really connected and trusting the magnificence or the radiance within you before you even open your mouth. And all human beings have access to this. You know, it's been called Buddha nature, the true self, high self, radiant self. There's all these different words we have for it. But when we're moving from that, man, life feels a whole lot better. And when we're not, it doesn't feel so great. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Now that we know what it is, let's talk about what blocks it. Well, being in your head, being living from the neck up, being loyal, take this in, being loyal to your stress, being loyal to your stress. We don't often think of it that way. But disconnecting from stressful thinking, for example, sometimes shifting the attention or pivoting the attention off the problem can feel like a betrayal. It can feel like almost like we're betraying a habit pattern that has had a hold on us our whole life, and that can feel weird. And so we need to be willing to like unhook from that loyalty to our suffering, to our stress. Another block is watering down our attention. And this looks like letting yourself be distracted all day long. A lot of us are, think it's just your phone. Most of you probably have your notifications off, but maybe you don't, right? And it's rare for you to sit down and actually like concentrate on something for 50 minutes without being distracted by a text message or by your phone or by your email. And so when we do that, we water down the attention. I forgot where I read this, but it was a reputable source, that it takes us 24 minutes on average to get back to a task that we've been distracted from. And personal power and feeling connected to our radiance is so much about the brilliance that we tap into when we give ourselves the gift of not being distracted and sort of focusing all of our attention on one thing. And you're in control of that. You're in control of that. Look at how much time. It's so interesting if we just look at how much time we spend on, like, say, social media. It's alarming. Everyone should do it, though. Everyone should track that, because those are like moments of your life. If you're just scrolling social media, it's temporarily relieving of stress. We know that to be true, but over the long term, it's watering down your effectiveness, your productivity, your capacity to be connected to yourself and your heart, right? So there is a cost to it, and it's important that we look at that. Your posture. So like we forget about this body because we're so loyal to our stress, and we're loyal to our stress, we're in our heads. We're not really thinking about how we're holding ourselves. Right now I'm mentioning this, and if you're paying attention, you're noticing yourself sitting up a little straighter. Because when we're feeling confident, when we feel like when we're having, when we feel good about ourselves, we naturally lift our heart, our head is lifted, our eyes are forward. We're taking up space literally with our bodies. Well, what if we work from the inside out, rather than waiting for life to give me a reason or you reason to feel good about yourself? What if we just took the posture of somebody who's like, sometimes I'll ask myself, like, what would a queen, how would a queen walk through the house? Right? Like, just let yourself embody the posture that's reflective of the truth of your radiance and your magnificence. Heart up, chin up, so simple, makes a big difference. The last thing I want to mention here that blocks our radiance in this way is, so many of us hold the view that failure is bad. This is, if you want to really geek out on this, if you haven't already read the book Mindset by Carol Dweck, I highly recommend it. So we know if there's in mindset, she talks all about the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. And in the fixed mindset, it's like you should already be good at everything. Do you ever, and it's a good test of this is like when someone asks you a question, this happens to me, I'll immediately feel like I should have the answer. Like I should know this. That's more of like a fixed mindset. If I'm not already good at it, then I won't try, right? If I'm not already good at it, if I don't think I'll be good at it, I won't try. But the growth mindset understands that everything can be learned. Everything can be learned. And we know now, like grit, if you read the book Grit, she talks about this as well. I forget who wrote that, but it's just called Grit. It's not your talent. It's not our talents that equate, that our talents don't make us whatever. I hate using the word successful because it's so relative, but I'm going to use it for lack of a better word. Success doesn't come from talent. It comes from grit. It comes from perseverance. It comes from like choosing something and going all in on it. Right. It's like, it's like Jane Goodall, like she's unwavering in her devotion to her purpose and her mission, right? It has nothing to do with her talents, though she's got lots of, study under her belt. It has more to do with her capacity to withstand the myriad challenges, that come her way. And to continue staying devoted and undistracted around her mission. Angela Duckworth, thank you. She wrote Grit. Yes, thanks, Anna. Beautiful. Okay, the last aspect, and then we'll practice together, is so we talked about what it is. We talked about the blocks, and now we're going to talk about, well, how do we cultivate this? Speaking of the growth mindset, you can be the shyest, most invisible feeling person on the planet, and you can cultivate this stuff no matter how old you are, no matter how many mistakes you've made. And Oprah always has said there's like no mistakes, but everything is path. Everything is path. Even when we get knocked off, we're absolutely on path. There's just something more being worked out. Yeah. One of my coaches, before I leave this topic, she was like, had this, challenge. How many times can you fail this year? It was just kind of an interesting thing to look, different way to approach failure, right? Like, how can I fail? Like, usually I'm trying to avoid failure, right? That's what we do. We like, I don't want to do it if I think I'm going to fail. But what if like, we were like, oh, how many times can I fail? That's courage, right? And I did a class on courage. You can find it on YouTube. All of these, by the way, are up on YouTube. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please do that. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be posting a lot more on my YouTube channel as I take a step back from platforms like Instagram and Facebook, and I'm going to be focusing more on YouTube. So check that out. There's a video actually that I just uploaded last week that no one really knows about because I haven't shared it, that you might really enjoy. You can check that out. So how do we practice taking our royal seat? How do we cultivate the sense of empowerment? Well, the first piece is be in your body. Let me just slow down with that. And everyone has this opportunity right now to come into your body. Yeah, to really be in your body. It's like it's like be so in your body, it's like you don't have a head. Be in your spine. It's like drawing the attention from constantly scanning the external world, looking for threat or opportunity, and bringing it in. This is trust in action. When we're in our bodies, we got to let go of our worry. There's no way to do both, to be with worry, to be devoted and loyal to stress, and be in your body at the same time. So to be in the body is a radical practice of trust. Trust is a verb. Okay, directly access your hara. My students know this. You are all my students, but like folks who've been studying with me for a while know how much I emphasize the belly center. And we can all just sense that right now. Like maybe you've been disconnected from it, and this is an invitation to just drop back in to that true center point of gravity in your body, right beneath your navel. Can you hear me as you anchor there? So all of us do that right now. We're just going to sink down into our bellies, and we're going to stay connected to our bellies and notice that you can still hear me, but you're listening to me from a different place. Like you can really sense that. Like the transformation is immediate. We talked about confident posture. Be light. Be light. I remember Marlene and I have a friend, her name is Eve Hart. And I remember one time she said, it's just life. It's just life. And I just loved the lightness from which she said that, powerful woman. She's just like, it's just life. Don't take it so seriously, So yeah, be light, have fun, laugh, watch videos that make you crack up, whatever they are, laugh a lot, laugh often, and like seek things out that make you smile, that make you laugh. Let me see. Oh, stop second guessing yourself. So easy to say, right? It's actually a practice. Whenever we drop into the body, we're taking away the energy that's required to second guess. All second guessing happens in the head because it's all about the past and reliving the past when we're second guessing ourselves, right? I remember when I first started coaching, when I first started doing embodied mindfulness coaching with people, and my practice started to grow and I started seeing more and more people, I noticed that my tendency to second guess myself after my sessions was like causing me so much stress. It was like getting in the way of my sleep, which is crazy pants because like I usually sleep. I go to bed quick and I like a lot of sleep at night. So I actually got support for that because I was getting so caught in my head after a session. Even if it went well, I would go like, okay, like, my mind would show me all of the things that, I needed to worry, I needed to think about. And so coming into the body is really helpful for that. Naming it, noticing when you start to second guess yourself. Did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing? Was that the right decision? Blah, 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 blah. I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have eaten that, or blah, whatever that is. Notice that, name it, interrupt the pattern by becoming aware of when the mind flashes with a prior moment and you're like running it through again, reliving the past over and over again, is something that we could all get better at not doing. So the last thing is, develop concentration and compassion, which is what meditation does. Because without concentration and compassion, I can't be really present. I can't give all of myself to what's coming up in the moment. I can't engage fully, which is really the source of the deep satisfaction that we long for, right? Like Billy, I first met Billy, who's here, at the Contented and Easily Satisfied retreat that I did with Casey Howe. And we talked about, that's this whole theme of being easily satisfied, and suffering, which is what meditation is an antidote to, is really dissatisfaction. Being chronically dissatisfied. We all know that sense, like, ooh. And if we're not careful, we'll fidget our way from cradle to grave, trying to get like satisfied and comfortable. Like, it ain't happening by controlling externals. It's an inside job. And so when we develop concentration, we're able to be present with life as it's arising, not all distracted, not watering down our attention. We have access to the inherent capacities that we have to feel satisfied. It's like life starts to feed us. Now we feel nourished. Now we feel nourished by life. And then of course we have to have compassion, because this is a practice of honesty. This is a practice of the fiercest kind of self-honesty. Seeing our beauty and our ugliness with equal love. That's something that we cultivate and we practice together. And so without kindness, we can't honestly see ourselves or others. Without kindness, we will judge. Without kindness, we will create an other that is an enemy, that will kill. And we've seen lots of examples of that in our lives, especially as of late. And so compassion, kindness. Okay. Let's practice together. Go ahead, and I hope you got something from all that. Oh, thanks, Mar. I just saw your face, Marlene. Yeah, I'm always here just, my deepest intention is that you wake up to your magnificence and to your radiance. And everything that I do is in the service of that. And so, I always hope that this changes you in some way. Before we sit together, just want to mention that these are freely offered, and your donation really makes a difference. So if you can donate, and thank you so much to the regulars who are here that regularly donate, I really do appreciate it. You can Venmo me or Zelle me or PayPal me. I'm on all the things. All right. Oh, and one last thing, please share this. If you have a friend who you feel like would really benefit from these Dharma talks and meditations that we do weekly, please just share the Zoom link with them. Share my website, carinanickerson.com. They can opt in, they can sign up for my email list, and that way they'll get notifications. But you can just give them the Zoom link and have them join us at that time on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. PT, and we can grow our community that way. Okay. So it's useful to shift around in your seat and sense your body and come to a place where you're comfortable without demanding perfect comfort. The eyes can be closed, but they can also be slightly open with a soft gaze, which is often the gaze that I take in my practice, is with eyes open with a soft gaze. Whichever you choose, you just want to stick with whichever form you're taking today with the eyes. Yeah, let's take 3 deep breaths, holding at the top of our inhale, breathing in. And hold, sipping in a little bit more. And shrug your shoulders up to your ears, scrunch up your face, and just tighten up your body. And let it go as you exhale, sigh it out. Good, and again, deep breath in. And hold, sip in a little bit more. And do the same thing, tighten up. And let it go. Yeah, like dropping a burden, like letting air out of a tire. One more deep breath in. Hold, sip in a little more. And tighten up, tighten up. And let it go. You have arrived. In an easy way, pivoting attention towards the soothing ebb and flow of your breathing. Let your body be at ease. Maybe there is 5 or 10% more ease available. Breathe into a soft belly, as if your lower abdomen has nostrils. And it can be helpful as we're settling in to bring a hand to your chest, maybe another one to your belly. And let there be some like pressure. Sometimes when we add a little bit of pressure to the touch, there's a way that the inner experience feels held. Sense your strong back. As you sense your back, your strong back, you can sense that you are the holder of your experience. At the same time, there's a part of you that needs holding. Soft front. Sense that you are the holder and the held. Care about your goodness. We are continuously experiencing pleasant and unpleasant and neutral. Whether it's a thought or an emotion or a sensation, let pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral be held by caring, by kindness. By strength and by steadiness. Serena Sargadatta said, your constant flight from pleasure, your constant flight from pain and search for pleasure is a sign of love you bear for yourself. The moment we meet our experience of pleasant or unpleasant or neutral with awareness, that experience is blessed. There is nothing that kindness won't hold. And we don't have to like it. We don't have to lie to ourselves about what we like or don't like. We can just really relax any tension. Just really relax, it's really natural that places inside of us tense up as we settle. The tensing up is actually part of the settling. So you just really relax. We're going to spend the last minutes of our practice cultivating metta, or loving kindness, through song, through singing. I have a new song to teach you. No one's heard this yet, aside from my husband and my MP3 player. So just take your time in learning this, this compassion chant. It'll repeat, so by the time we're done, hopefully you'll be in a groove with it. We'll start with I, and then we'll go to you, and then we'll open up to we. So we always start with ourselves, and we open it up to those that we love and have easy love for. And then we go to we, which is like all beings everywhere. If you'd like to place your hand on your heart again, you can. If you moved your hand from your heart, you can place it there again or not. Everything's an invitation. May I be happy. May I be at ease. May I be free. May I feel safe and free from harm. May I be free. May I have peace. May I have joy. May I be free. May I be happy. May I be at ease. May I be free. May I feel safe and free from harm. May I be free. May I have peace. May I have joy. May I be free. May I be happy. May I be at ease. May I be free. May I feel safe and free from harm. May I be free. May I have peace. May I have joy. May I be free. May you be happy. May you be at ease. May you be free. May you feel safe and free from harm. May you be free. May you have peace. May you have joy. May you be free. May you be happy. May you be at ease. May you be free. May you feel safe and free from harm. May you be free. May you have peace. May you have joy. May you be free. May we be happy. May we be at ease. May we be free. May we feel safe and free from harm. May we be free. May we have peace. May we have joy. May we be free. May we be happy. May we be at ease. May we be free. May we feel safe and free from harm. May we be free. May we have peace. May we have joy. May we be free, free. May we be happy. May we be at ease. May we be free. May we be free. May we be free. Blinking your eyes open. Aw. Thanks, Marilyn. It's so funny how hitting a wrong note can like bring metta. Like it can just make me kind of giggly. Thanks for sharing that with me. We'll sing that more, and I wish I'd put the chant in the chat so that it'd be easier for you to follow. But hopefully by the third round you kind of picked that up a little bit. So. All right, we're going to come to a landing place in our time together. So blessed to be with all of you. Please note in the chat. Oh, I'm glad, Erin. Good. I'm glad you loved that. We're going to include it in our repertoire. Yeah, our repertoire of loving kindness chants. I actually wrote that back in 2017. I was too embarrassed to share it until now. But I mean, shit, I am giving a talk on taking your royal seat after all, right? So I gotta I gotta be in alignment here with what I'm teaching. So yeah, I recorded that on a camping trip, and here we are. What's your takeaway from today's talk on feeling ease, relaxed and present? Yeah, singing feels good, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah, because totally. We get to use our voices, whether or not we think they sound good, because it's not about that. It's about making the sound and what we get from making the sound. Our voices are made for more than just talking. Feeling so much more connected to my true self. Yes, awesome, Marlene. More at ease, clarity, beautiful, Devaya. So glad you're here. Yeah, yes, awesome. All right, loves. I'll see you next week. Erin, feeling less sad and anxious. Notice that. Move forward with my body and don't live in the past. Oh, yes, Anna. Feeling joy, Emma. Oh, Emma, it's really nice to have you. I don't think you've been with us before, and I just love having your presence. So please join us again next week, everyone. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9 a.m. PT. Always open to suggestions if you have any for Dharma talks. If there's something that you really would like me to address, feel free to email me. Totally love your suggestions. Hi, Marilyn. All right, when you're ready, you can, if you like, you can take this is such a good one, in caps. Bless, yes, so good, Marlene. It wouldn't be as good without you. Go ahead and take yourself off mute and we can say our goodbyes.
Thanks, Carina. Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Have a good week. Namaste.
Blessings, yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carina.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Can't hear you. Yeah.
Thank you, Carina. Love the music.
Oh, you're welcome, Anna. love that you're here. Love you. Love you all. Yeah. All right. So good.
That was perfect, Carina. Thank you so much.
Sweet. You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
So glad everyone was here.
Yeah, me too. Good. So glad you're here with us too, Billy. It was great. It's great to see you again. All right. Bye.